Hello, I'm Robert Swedberg, and I want to take advantage of this beautiful ballet studio here in Hof, Germany, to give my new yoga students a little bit of instruction before we begin. Some pointers on what you'll need to begin the class, and then also a pranayama or breathing exercise that will help get you started before I see you the third week in September. First, make sure that you have a good sticky yoga mat. A sticky mat is one that when you put your hands on it, you're not going to slip off because you'll start to perspire, and you want to make sure that you have a good thin mat. There should be some in the bookstore at the Pierpont Commons, or if not, you can usually find them at Walmart or Target, those kind of places. They shouldn't cost too much, not more than $20, and get one and keep it. You'll travel with it. It'll be yours for a long time. Also make sure that you have a water bottle. Get one that you can recycle, put your name on it, and make sure you stay hydrated with yoga. You want to drink before and after, and maybe a little bit during class if you feel you need it. Usually not so much during class, but certainly before and after. You'll want to work on an empty stomach, which means that you shouldn't eat for a couple of hours, at least not solid food, a couple of hours before we begin class. You can have a quick snack afterwards. But because we're going to be really torquing and compressing and twisting the body, you don't want to be fighting digestion. So you may have a little yogurt or something that's not going to take up a lot of space and that's not going to require a lot of digestion. As we begin, I want you to find a comfortable way to sit. Tradition with yoga is to sit on the floor. So if you need to have your legs out in front of you, you can do that. If you can cross them with your knees up, that's good. Eventually you want to tuck them in and find what's called easy posture by rocking forward and then back to find your sits bones. If this is not comfortable for you, sit in a chair. What we do next for pranayama can be done sitting anywhere. You can do it when you're flying on an airplane too, which is a good thing to remember when you're taking a long flight. You may want to elevate your hips a little bit by sitting on a towel or blanket. So if you put that back underneath you, and you can get the hips up a little higher, that may be more comfortable. The main thing is you want to be grounded, and you want to be able to open up the area, the pelvic girdle. You want to be able to open that area up so that you can take the deepest of breaths, because yoga is about breathing. It's not about all of the twists and contortions and things that you might think that you have seen on Yoga Journal or that you've seen in the movies. It's about breathing. And that's why it's so essential for all performers, because what we do is based on breath. So find this comfortable place where you can take your deepest, most expansive breath. You're breathing out and down on the inhale, expanding in all directions. And on the exhale, you're bringing the navel into the spine at the end, very slowly. That's called Uddiyana Bhanda, or bind, Uddiyana bind, Bhanda. Inhaling, we expand. The kind of belly breathing or diaphragmatic breathing that you may be used to as a singer or as an instrumentalist. And exhale, bring that navel into spine, Uddiyana Bhanda. Now just gently take the hands across the knees. We do this to open up the shoulder blades. You feel how the shoulder blades are flat in the back. Inhaling. And exhaling. The next step with this breath is to perform Ujjayi breathing, or ocean breath. It's a slight restriction in the upper part of the respiratory tract. Not in the throat, not around the vocal folds. You can find it by taking your hand as if you're fogging up a mirror, you know. And then unfog the mirror the same way. Now do that with the mouth closed. You feel the slight vibration, the slight resistance. Go ahead and keep doing that as I tell you more about it. I can't do it and talk at the same time. Ujjayi breathing is creating slight vibrations in the upper part of the body. These vibrations will help loosen up any crud that's up in there, and also create friction which builds heat. Heating up the internal organs with yoga is essential because they become more flexible. All the upper part of the body is more flexible, able to handle the deep breathing that we'll be doing, and some of the twisting and some of the other things that we'll be doing. So experiment with this Ujjayi, ocean breath. You literally make the sound of the ocean as you breathe. Now let's put that all together. Hands across the knees, shoulder blades flat in the back, lengthen the spine. Ocean breath. Uddiyana Bhanda, navel to spine. Inhale slowly for 8 counts. 4, 8. Hold. Exhale 12. Uddiyana Bhanda. Hold. Inhale 8. Lengthen the spine. Hold. Exhale 12. Keep the neck released, keep the head and the shoulders released. Exhale completely, Uddiyana Bhanda. Inhale, 8. Expanding completely, expanding all the way down to the pelvis, expanding the chest. Hold. Keeping the shoulders low, release, exhale. Uddiyana Bhanda. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Hold. Exhale. Keep that rhythm going. Lengthen it or shorten it as it feels good for you, but always exhale with a longer count than you inhale. And as you do, I'll give you a little bit more background about yoga, but I want you to focus on your breathing. I need to stop doing that so that I can speak to you. And you keep it going. Yoga means union. Is the union of body, mind, and spirit. Spirit can be as simple as breath. And the word spirit can be connected with spiritus or inspiration. Spirits that float in the air, breath. But it might eventually mean something deeper, more spiritual to you as well. But there's nothing inherent in yoga itself that has any connection to religious practice. It's a wonderful thing for performers, though, because it really focuses so much on breathing and will also allow us to build core strength, to build focus, coordination, balance, all of the things that we need as performers. It's also good, too, that it helps us relax and helps alleviate stress. 5,000-year-old practice. Just recently coming into popularity in the US, just over the last 40 years or so. Keep that breathing going. And end. We usually end our yoga practice by saying Namaste. That means I bow to you, I bow to me, I bow to all those around me. And I can't wait to see you all. I look forward to working with you soon. So, Namaste.